Hi, we're Dustin and Sarah Santini. We're church planters with Reliant Mission. We serve together on a church plant at Eastern Michigan University called New Life EMU.
As support-based missionaries, we are reliant on the support of others in order to serve where God has called us. We are so grateful for how you have partnered with Reliant on our behalf in the past. Thank you for helping us share the love of Christ at EMU.
We have both been in college ministry since 2008, and we met each other on this church plant in 2012. We loved being on mission together so much that we got married in 2014. We are passionate about gospel-centered ministry, and by God's grace, we strive to rely on the gospel in everything that we do to help the next generation become fully devoted disciples of Christ who make disciples of others for a lifetime.
We seek to make gospel-centered disciples through our weekly worship services, house church discipleship, and leadership development.
The front door to our ministry is Sunday evening worship service. It meets on EMU's campus. We want to provide a setting where students are taught God's Word by our pastors, celebrate through music, and connect with other students.
A main goal of this service is to get students plugged into house church, called home group. Home groups are the core of our church. Co-ed families where students can relate authentically, study God's Word, apply it to their lives, and take steps of obedience to share God's love with others.
Home groups are one of the settings where we develop leaders, helping them to apply the gospel to their lives as they grow in character, doctrine, and ministry skills. Leadership development is also a goal of the fall and winter retreats, spiritual spring break trips, and our intensive summer discipleship program and annual mission trips.
As students become more gospel-centered disciples of Christ, we see evidence through their life transformation. One example of this is Allison.
Allison grew up in a Christian home, but understood God's love for her in a whole new way her first year at EMU. As she started to experience the freedom of the gospel, she swore God would never redeem one area of her heart, the gift of worship. Allison had many stories of how she had been wounded whenever she used her singing talents. Even so, one year she volunteered to help lead worship for our spring break trip. She was terrified, but chose to trust that God loved her no matter what as she led us into God's presence every day.
After that trip, Allison began to trust God's love for her more and more as she fanned her gifts into flame. She even became one of our main worship leaders. We hoped she would continue to serve at New Life EMU, but God had other plans for her. She followed His call to develop her gifts at Concordia University in nearby Ann Arbor, where she met her husband and received a campus ministry internship. She let God transform her heart, and now she is blessing a new community in ways she never dreamed of.
Your support makes a difference in students like Allison. Stories like hers lead us to praise the God who does immeasurably more than we could ask or imagine. Thank you for making a difference in the lives of hundreds of college students in Ypsilanti. May the Lord bless you.